You're watching Free Press TV, Truth Unfiltered. I'm Michael Patterson. In a move-stirring debate across Washington and beyond, President Trump has nominated Antoni to lead the Bureau of Labor Statistics, after firing former Commissioner Erika McEntarfer amid controversy over weak jobs data. Antoni is a fellow at the Conservative Heritage Foundation think tank and holds a doctorate in economics from Northern Illinois University. With a strong academic background in economics, Antoni has built a reputation as a vocal critic of government data agencies, especially the Bureau of Labor Statistics. He's been outspoken about what he calls the agency's flawed methodologies and low response rates, once dismissing its health insurance figures as phony baloney. At one point, he even joked that the L in BLS is silent, a jab questioning the agency's reliability. Last November, Antoni posted on social media that DOJ needs to take a chainsaw to the BLS, advocating for drastic reforms to the way labor statistics are gathered and reported. Shortly after President Trump fired McEntarfer earlier this month, Antoni wrote that only consistent delivery of accurate data in a timely manner will rebuild the trust that has been lost over the last several years. Trump announced Antoni's nomination on Truth Social, promising he will ensure that the numbers released are honest and accurate. Currently, the Bureau is led by Acting Commissioner William Wachowski, a career agency official, but Antoni will now need Senate confirmation to officially take the helm. The firing of McEntarfer on August 1st came just hours after the July jobs report showed a significant slowdown in hiring and steep downward revisions to May and June's employment figures. The president accused McEntarfer without evidence of faking the jobs numbers before the election to try and boost Kamala's chances of victory, pledging to replace her with someone much more competent and qualified. Even before his nomination, Antoni had criticized the Bureau for data problems and highly problematic revisions, but also pointed to some positives in the July report, including a rise in employment among native-born Americans and a slowdown in government job losses. The controversy traces back to October 2024, when a jobs report released just days before Election Day showed only 12,000 new jobs, far below expectations. That number was later revised upward to 36,000, while September's report dramatically exceeded forecasts before being revised down. These revisions have fueled political tensions over the accuracy and transparency of the BLS. In recent days, President Trump has doubled down, calling the July jobs report rigged on Truth Social, while labeling the situation highly political in interviews. National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett defended the firing on NBC's Meet the Press, saying the president wants a fresh set of eyes to make the data more transparent and reliable. McEntarfer was confirmed by the Senate in January 2024 with broad bipartisan support. She served for just over a year and a half before her dismissal. The Bureau's July report showed just 73,000 jobs added, with a significant downward revision of 258,000 fewer jobs in May and June. Trump called the figures a shock, and the revisions a major mistake. The BLS explained revisions result from additional reports and seasonal recalculations. U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer noted on Face the Nation that while revisions are common, sometimes they can be extreme, but ultimately the president is the president. He can choose who works in the executive branch. However, some economists and lawmakers worry that firing McEntarfer threatens the independence and integrity of the BLS. A group of former BLS leaders warned that the president's actions undermine the valuable work and dedication of BLS staff, and called on Congress to investigate. As this political and economic debate unfolds, the question remains, can Antoni, with his strong academic credentials and conservative approach, restore confidence in the vital agency that tracks America's labor market, or will his leadership deepen controversies surrounding jobs data in an increasingly politicized environment? This is Free Press TV. I'm Michael Patterson, delivering the news behind the headlines.